No, 17 minutes. All right, we will call the November 16th, 2023 City of Brentwood Architectural Review Board meeting to order. Calling the roll. Carl Carlin.
Here.
All right, we will call the Paul Turner, November 16th, although present, is not presenting this evening. Matthew Foreman here. Carl Carlin.
Here.
We're gonna muscle through. All right. Old business, do we have, Whitney, I can't see my agenda. Do we have old minutes to approve?
Minutes from September 21st, and they were not in the packet. So we will postpone that to the next one.
Actually, second on the agenda, but we will ask the applicant for Rosalie Ave. 8705 Rosalie.
Just for the record, I would state that the applicant has requested that 8705 Rosalie Avenue be presented first.
Yes.
Yes.
We have to vote.
Yes.
Yes.
All those in agreement?
Aye.
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 All those opposed?
I think I'm funny.
Proceed.
All right. I am Paul Turner, for those of you who might be online. So our first project is the Rosalie project for Steve and Jamie. So this is a resubmission of the one we submitted earlier and had approval on. Since that time, the contractors have decided that it's less expensive to build it new. So we're taking down the house. This is a brand new house. Basically, a very similar design to what was submitted previously. This building is being 4 feet wider or 4 feet wider? Yeah, 4 feet wider. 4 feet wider and about 18 feet shorter. And then we're also now taking down the garage that was there and then rebuilding it. It's still a single car garage. Other than that, windows are similar, elevation similar. The changes since the first package that you looked at from the ARB with the changes that are on there today is a overhang on the front second floor porch. So it projects out the same distance as that corner piece on the bay, I guess is the best description of it. It's not really a tower. And then the other change is to widen the garage door to a 12-foot door. Whitney and I talked earlier today, so on the site plan, it says 16 feet. We will revise that to a 14-foot drive based on the garage door width. Finishes, I guess we've changed from a dark green siding to a light blue siding. Roofing is basically the same as it was previously. Siding, or the trim is the same as trim, and gutters and downspouts are all the same. Really, it's only the siding color that's changed as well.
Siding, light blue is both lap and shake.
Correct.
I don't have any questions. The materials appear to be noted. The confusion I had about whether it was a new or existing building has now been cleared up. So
This actually brings the home now in compliance with the zoning setbacks. Previously, we had a variance for that. Bringing it in line on both sides.
the window trim, so that would be a big question, but I don't have to ask it.
I know you've got different versions of plans, but it looks like talk of the garage there being demoed. I'm assuming based on your, driveway,
The demo building.
right? But the garage is coming down as well. Correct. Because you've got a new garage. Assuming this tree is coming out.
That one is our.
Okay. That, there was one little thing at the back. I'm just going to assume the hot tub has nothing to do with us. Just sitting out there, it's not.
Oh, no, it's in the project.
Yeah, but it doesn't look, I don't see it. But it's only on a piece of paving.
Yeah.
It's not like built into a deck or anything like that. It's just a piece of paving.
There's no deck.
In my world, I would just call it equipment. It's just equipment. That's the other board. All right, I don't have any questions. Looking at the Zoom meeting, I don't see any other remote participants. And there is no other public in the room, but I'll call for public comment if anyone has any.
Go team.
I have a question.
He didn't have questions.
Oh, I think the original proposal in the prior application was, it was going to be white trim. Is that remaining the same?
Dark green.
Dark green. Light, well, okay.
Yeah.
So that's shown here in the updates.
So I do have a question. Are we voting on a new submittal or is this an amendment to the old submittal? Like, I'm not sure.
This would be considered a new application.
Yeah, they're all new anyway.
I would move to approve as submitted.
I will second. We will call the roll. Carl Carlin,
Yes.
Matt Foreman, yes. All right. Now I need to move on to our second application.
You are approved. Thank you for attending.
Have a good night. Say hi to the kids and Steve.
All right.
All right.
Next agenda item, 8916 West Pendleton.
This is a new submission entirely. Hasn't been in twice. Never before seen.
That one, leave this one open. So we're right here on Pendleton. Is that the right house on the dot? When I did this before, it was showing me 8910. Which one?
Have nothing visible from the street for the addition. It is shall I start?
Yes, please.
So basic summary is it's a one-story addition off the back of the house. We're taking off the existing porch and a kind of a converted bedroom done in maybe the 80s. I'm not quite sure when it was done, but we're going to take all of that back off to the original home. And then we will build a new addition that has a single bedroom, a dining room, and a bathroom. And then it'll have a screen porch and then a new porch to replace the old one. Everything's designed to, the eave lines will line up with the existing. It's a hip off the back, so it's, I believe the current one is a hip. Yeah, current one is a hip as well, so we're just going straight off the back. It will have obviously the new elevation that you see in the drawings. Setbacks.
No front elevation because it's not visible from the front.
It's just literally straight out the back of the house.
So are you able to preserve all these lovely trees? Because we have tree cover showing in Google.
Yes, that has tried to salvage the second one that's there. Why we're stopping where we are. She's had the tree pruned already in preparation for the addition. Should be, you know, there's a small encroachment on the crown, but it's not, it should be fine. I mean, there's always a chance anytime you do excavation that you're going to lose a nearby tree, but.
We're matching windows and trim. We got finishes, foundation painted white.
I have no questions, Mr. Chairman.
I will ask again if there's any public comment, but noting no one else is in the video. I actually don't think I have any questions either, except what I asked about the trees.
Therefore, I will move to approve as submitted, Mr. Chairman.
I second. Calling the roll, Carlin,
Yes.
Matt Foreman, yes.
Thank you.
All right. Again, agenda escapes me for technological reasons, but I believe we have the
Director's report?
officer's report. Yeah.
Yes. I would like to introduce John Benish. He is our new building official. We're very happy to have him on board. We do have one application for the December 21st meeting. Were you going to submit for a? Monday is the deadline. We have a request to either hold a special meeting for the project that has already been submitted or move the meeting up from the December 21st. If we move it to the 14th, I did realize that that's a Public Works Committee meeting. Will the two of you be available on the 21st, or do we need to look for another time?
What's the reason to move the meeting? I didn't understand.
They added a front porch without a building permit or without Architectural Review Board approval, so they are seeking to have that approval.
I can take a look at my calendar. Give me 1 second.
So the discussion is we're moving the standing meeting on the third week up a week. Is that it?
Well, we can't move it to the 14th. If we wanted to move it to the week before, the 14th is a Public Works Committee meeting. We could do it Tuesday the 12th. Well, that wouldn't give me enough public notice, sorry. Hold on.
Is the idea that they're being held back from an occupancy permit or something, or like what's
Yes.
Okay.
Closing on the loan, yeah.
So, I mean, I think just as a member of the board, I'm willing to make those changes where possible, but we do have standing meetings for a reason to allow everybody else in the process to make their schedules work and be professional about it, right?
Yes.
So,
I have had
So-
a request, it's like, would it be okay if they were a late submittal? So I'm like, at this point, we have one request for an early and one for a late. So,
So the standing meeting would be on the 21st, correct?
correct.
I'm fine moving it earlier in the month. I'm not available in the week between Christmas and New Year's, so we cannot move it to the 28th. I won't be in town.
Okay.
I don't know if, how it conflicts with P and Z or any other meeting that we're obligated to attend, or is that working? Or is filling the room, right? So what date are we proposing then? The 14th doesn't work, so what date are we?
14th and the 13th don't work. Would the 12th or the 19th work?
Yeah, it looks like it. Either one seems okay for me.
Okay, I'll have to check with Jessica when she returns, but we'll keep you posted if we do change it or have to keep it where it's at.
12th or 19th would be fine. I think we have P and Z on the 13th.
Yeah.
Both of us seem to be available. We'll leave it to discretion of staff.
Okay.
And the parties involved have had it explained to them how it's supposed to work, I guess?
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
All right, so we did have, I think we skipped the public comment section, but there's no public in attendance. Is that all for the update from the director or building official?
Yes.
Adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Stand adjourned.